This is Evelyn, born today, the youngest of the Zeller family's 60 cows. One new calf has arrived, but the farmer's being forced to shrink its herd. They've sold several cows and slaughtered others prematurely. The reason? There simply isn't enough feed and buying more is getting expensive. Tanja and Hermann Zeller have been farming organically for 35 years. Alongside the dairy operation, they grow vegetables on their property. Normally that includes several varieties of pumpkin, but this year most of the seeds didn't germinate. There simply wasn't enough water. And drought isn't the only problem for farmers.
They are being affected by the war in the Middle East because it has changed fertilizer prices. It has also led to higher diesel prices and rising transport costs. The second issue is the dryness of the soil.
There's been almost no rainfall here since mid-June. Experts aren't calling this a catastrophic harvest year, but they are saying the trend is worrying as climate changes. Germany's Farmers Association is calling for government aid, including a further reduction in the tax on diesel. The Agriculture Minister wants to wait for the final harvest figures to assess the losses, but has already promised farmers assistance.
We already have targeted measures in place, such as our €200 million liquidity assistance program with the Specialized Agricultural Bank. And we're working at full speed to ensure that EU fertilizer aid reaches farms quickly, with minimal bureaucracy where it's needed most.
Financial assistance for drought-hit farmers is one thing, but experts also see room for improvement in water management.
In the past, the focus was always on getting water out of agricultural land and the wider landscape as quickly as possible, because too much water is a problem, not only during floods. Standing water in fields can also have negative effects. But now we are facing a new situation with very dry periods occurring more frequently. That means we need to make sure that water is not constantly drained away.
The Zellers are already adapting. This spring they built a reservoir to irrigate fields during dry spells. It came too late for their pumpkins, but it's a first step in adapting to climate change, and they have more ideas.
One adaptation is to lease additional land so that we can produce more feed. The other is to try growing varieties of grain, as well as forage crops that can cope better with drought.
Agricultural scientists like Lorenz Kottmann are working on more drought-resistant crops, but that doesn't always mean farmers will grow them.
Crops grown in Germany are primarily those that can be sold successfully and for which there's a strong market. Important crops such as wheat, barley, rapeseed and maize will certainly continue to play a major role. But I expect that more crops will be added to the mix, that there will be more experimentation and that some of these new crops will certainly prove very successful.
Markus Zeller plans to take over the family farm, and he's already thinking about crops that might once have seemed unlikely here.
I think we may be able to grow kiwis here in the future. But of course, that also comes with a certain risk, because we don't just have the increasingly hot and dry summers, we still have relatively harsh winters.
Evelyn's life on the Zeller family farm is just beginning, but one thing is already clear. If droughts continue, cows like her may find less and less to eat on these dry fields. And for Germany's farmers, adapting to a changing climate isn't a question for the future, it's already happening.